Howdy folks, welcome back to Out of Ore. We're back down in the mine and we're going to be using the front loader this time. So I got this widened up a little bit with the tunneler and then I went ahead and lowered it. And I ran into accidentally figuring out there's kind of a glitch. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but I had the hopper and it was partially buried in stuff and then I threw some things in it and hit consume. When you do that, the hopper will draw in everything around it. So yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. I don't know if that's a bug or a feature, but so that's why this looks kind of perfectly square, because I was running this out to get this lower down, and I did that a few times with the hopper. So that's why it looks kind of in the shape of a hopper, because it was. So I've got that hopper there, and I've got some ramps built. We're going to try to scoop some stuff. Let's see how it goes. This thing is fairly tiny, but at the same time there's not a whole lot of room down here. So what I want to try to do is clear this out so we're kind of at the level of the bottom of this ramp, if that makes sense. And we'll see how that goes. I think at first I'm going to have to just back up and then dump in the hopper that way. I think I was skidding a bit there. I'm hoping this will go right into the hopper. It looks like it did. Excellent. So yeah, I want to kind of dig down a bit. Actually, let me see if I can get this side. To kind of dig down and then raise the bucket as the wheels get onto the ramp. It's really struggling on the slope. Almost makes me want to put the hopper deeper, but we'll see how it goes. Of course, we got the goofy interaction. We can actually fill the bucket doing that. We're swimming in material though. I pulled a bunch of material out here setting this all up. And I don't think I've been up to do a clean out since I started all this, so I hope the storage isn't full up there. So yeah, you could actually mine with a hopper if you wanted to. That's apparently a thing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Get that load down. Almost tipped over. Alright, I'm going to go on down into here. Let me switch back to this view. It's a little awkward. Oh, that was a complete fail. Let's try that again. Perspective is messing with me a little bit. And the camera's moving. Maybe I should switch to the where it follows the bucket. That might be easier down here. Get zoomed in. This does have a focus on the bucket, like the excavators do. That's going to be handy sometimes. Yeah, it's not cutting in very good. See if we can get a big snoot full though. It reminds me of those cameras that are like fixed to people's bodies and they film it like that. So your view remains fixed on their face while everything else moves around it. It's a little bit like that. Makes it a little bit easier to see what the bucket's doing though. So I want to try to scoop but not really go deeper. That's kind of the goal here. Oh no, it all fell out. Not all of it, some of it fell out. Alright, I'm gonna go back to free follow cam. There we go. Can I turn? I don't think I can actually turn around. I have to scoop out a bigger part before I can turn around. Let's get some of this. I think, is this iron ore? I think this is iron ore, but it does look very similar to blasted stone. And here, like, what's going on here? Where's all the material going? It's not filling my bucket. Is it just disappearing? I'm confused. I just pushed in a huge dent and I don't even have a shovel full. Yeah, it's a little goofy still, but we'll work with it. I kind of got used to my L11. This thing doesn't have much power at all. Yeah, let's just kind of go this direction. Bonk. Not sure the L11 would even fit down here. Be pretty tight. Alright, let me get around here where I can kind of see what I'm doing. Yeah, that really pushes in a lot, but then you don't get much material back. It's kind of strange. That's done pouring, so it shouldn't repeat the sound. I'm going to move this down. I'm curious. Okay, yeah, that is blasted rock. I think this down here is iron ore. Yeah, this is iron ore. So that's kind of a duller color. This has some tans and, you know, reddish tones to it, so you can kind of tell it's different. You got iron ore there, of course. Clean up a bit of this so it's a little cleaner. Clean it so it's cleaner. Sometimes I English. Good size blob. We'll just get it with the pickaxe and we'll be done with. So much copper. What I'm thinking, I don't know if we can do it, but the smallest bagger is about 5 million. And a bagger tackling that cliff face that I've got wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. There you go, pull all that in. We'll see how it goes, though. I have no idea how much money we're going to pull out of here, but it is a lot of ore. Not in any danger of running out of ore, that's for sure. Alright, let's back up a little bit. Get some scooping action going there. That's got to be a bug. It's just kind of deleting material, it seems like. Weird. Come on. We're getting close where I could maybe possibly turn around. Take some off of this side. Put some of that hole there. We're going to fall into. All right, let's do a 16.5 point turn. Yeah, man. Here you go. Need a limited slip differential on this bad boy. I wonder how much one scoop of this is worth. Also, I hope I'm not overloading the plant. I haven't really run any tests to see if this would work. I just kind of tunneled it all out and hope for the best. Yeah, I kind of want to bring the hopper down one more level. I don't know if I will. Let's go do a clean out, I think. Let's go see what we got up there, because I don't believe I've done that since I started digging. The problem with going down even further is the hopper would be way over here. And we got a bunch of material there. What I thought about doing is, now that I've got the loader down here, I could redo this so it's steeper. And if we ever need to get this out of here, you know, we could drive it out on a temporary ramp or something. I don't know, we'll see. Let's run up and see what we got. Also, I'll check on the coal levels. You're good. And you're not too bad. Got a little bit left. Let's go see. Do I have any in the... Oh yeah, I'm supposed to use my stairs. I built the stairs. I should use the stairs. I painted them yellow too. Oh yeah, we got coal for days up here. Let's go put that in the power plant so we don't have to worry about it. Actually, I should have grabbed all of that because we may need it for processing. So let's just grab it all. It's kind of the shortcoming right now is coal and then this time. It takes a lot of time to process the steel. All right, got some rubber in there. Some diamonds. Very nice. We got some plates. Well, probably gonna break a million here if we're not careful. Must have emptied you guys out already. Do I have any? I have a wood block sitting there. You're all good. Just a little bit of copper. A little bit. We got some lithium, silver, and aluminum. Oh, I forgot I had coal over here too. So let's grab some steel and we'll sell the copper. Still got 2 full stacks of steel. It does take a while to process. Yeah, I just filled those up last video, so they're all percolating. No need to move anything quite yet, so let's put the steel back. And I'll put the coal back in its own little thing. I haven't really been running pay dirt. I've just been drilling down there, so we don't have the silicon to sell off. But from last time, we do have some rubber. We got some diamond. We got some ruby. We got some steel sheet. Got some lithium. This doesn't sell for too much. That. And then we got our copper. So the full stack of copper is almost 200 grand. Nice. 1.4 million, nearly. Oh, we got some silver. Very cool. And was it still processing? No, it's all done. It ran through all that. All right, cool. So it's keeping up with the scooper. It was having a little more trouble keeping up with the tunneler because it just, once you're in the material, you know, it's just dumping it so fast. I'm going to be lazy and just put this in here. We'll send it on through. It should end up back from whence it came. I could double check that just in case. Yep. Cool. We'll let that percolate. Let's get back down in the tunnel. We'll make some money. Yeah, that's just dirt sitting on top of that. I'm stuck. Help. I need a little beacon for this guy. I never did put a beacon on it. So when I was first using it, the roof was pretty low. So I never put a beacon on it. I should get one. One of these days I'll remember to do that. There you go. Give me a big old scoop full. So this is slower than the tunneler, but it's way more flexible. We could just go to town, just dig and dig and dig down in here. This thing is pretty well stuck in there anyway. I can't get it out to even refuel it. I would need a better ramp at the entrance, which I might end up building at some point. I'm not sure. I don't really know how far this series is going to go. I'm still having fun with it. People are still watching it, so we'll keep going. We'll see how the money goes. Like I said, I might end up getting the smallest bagger to work our way through that cliff. I'm not sure if it could pay for itself. It all depends on what we hit inside that mountain. Hey, we're already 1/5 of the way there. This thing is struggling on the hill here. All aboard the struggle bus. Keep widening this out. Probably about time for the smacky shovel treatment. Notice I was hitting some humps here at the beginning. It's going to even this out a little bit. Needs a lot of evening out back here. It's where the tunneler was going a little too deep. Here we go. If I get back out of here, do I still have my flashlight on? I don't. It turns your flashlight off, apparently, when you get in the... Yeah, it does. It turns it off. All right. I'm okay with that. Just need to know how it works. And I thought that's what it was doing. yeah, we can just pull copper right off the walls. Honk. Kind of goofy that you can just scoop the copper ore, but that's how the game is. You used to be able to do that with solid rock. Then they added the blasting stuff. If you're new to Out of Ore, I would encourage you to go back, check out a couple of videos from like season 1, and just see how far this game has come. It used to be very different. Season 1, Episode 1, I didn't even have a pickaxe. Those weren't a thing. You just had like a little symbol on your toolbar, and that let you dig into the voxels. Been a journey. Here we are 7 seasons later. Might have to get a whole fleet of those steel rollers. I think they pay for themselves in like a stack and a half. They pay for themselves pretty quickly. I haven't done the exact math though. There we go. Let's get some of this copper ore because we can just turn it into crash. Crash? No, cash. Turn it into cash. No extra processing required. Let's see, as I record this is going to be, I think, a Wednesday video next week. I'm trying to get ahead because I'm going to be out of town for a few days. So I'm trying to get everything recorded ahead of time. I'm actually out of town 2 weekends in a row. So gonna move my son back to college, then headed up to see my mom the next weekend. Need to build a doorway for her. Her exterior doorway on her like garage outbuilding is pretty rough shape. So the plan, if weather cooperates, is to rip that out and put her in a new door. And just hang out with my mom. She's pretty cool. Sometimes she watches my videos, but I don't think she's been watching Out of Ore. If you are watching, hi Mom. I think my nephew watches sometimes too. You know who you are if you're watching Howdy Howdy. Alright, we're getting back into some iron ore there. We're good on steel for a while. If I was going to expand the plant, I would almost have to cut off that other mine entrance over there. Not sure. Also, it's something we could do with the money is buy land. Which, actually, that's something I was meaning to do, is to look around. I would love a flat piece of land to, like, have our factory on. I don't know if there is any flat land on this map that's available for purchase. So I may do some looking around, or we might do a episode where we kind of look around at the different land and buy something. I don't know. I would definitely build the plant differently if I could put it all in one spot. It could be a lot more compact. But I'm kind of working around the steep terrain and the weirdness that's over here. Alright, let's dig on this side again for a while. That would have made a good screenshot there. Had a nice angle, good lighting. This is getting a bit rough again. I think I've been getting some drippings out of the bucket. Even that up a little bit. Fuel low. Yeah. Figured that was going to happen here eventually. I don't think I can get out of here. I've only got 2 ramp pieces. Probably take more than that to get out of here. You can play around with it though and see. Alright, let's go see if we can get to the fuel. Thanks for the dirt. Where's my other hopper? Oh yeah, I forgot I moved the fuel down here. Because I was refueling the tunneler. Derp. Whoa, look out! Crazy driver coming through. Clean up the ceiling on the way by. All right, so we can get another scoop right in here. There's a screenshot. I had a screenshot I was going to use for a thumbnail, but I'll take a look. I might use that one instead. It's always good to have options. No, I went all quiet. Sorry about that. I was thinking about work. Life's been busy lately. This is my unwind time. I'm actually recording this after work instead of before work. I think the last video I did was before work. I've kind of lost track. Just moving material. This is super relaxing. What are we doing at time? We're coming up on almost half an hour, so we're doing all right. Maybe at the tail end of this video, I could just go look around at some land. I think they still have drones. Maybe I should buy a drone that can just fly around. I don't remember how well those work. I've not used the drone in a long time. Yeah, it's gonna autosave. It's a good time as I need to quit. Let's follow that up out of here. Whee! That's all done. I think that's all done. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down. How are we looking up over here? And yeah, I think we'll spend the last little bit of the video here. We'll do some land prospecting. That might have been the tail end of that. I do need to get some scaffolding put up here. Oh, nope. We got lots more coming through. Nice. We got almost another whole stack worth of copper. Cool. So that's doing that. But if we bring up the map and we go look at land... there's a big flat area over there. Interesting. I think this is all fairly mountainous. Over here. Tell you what, let's drop into the truck. Which is over here. I just ran by it. I know where the truck is. Hush. And we could use that to run down to town. Check out the southern edge. And then I might stop by and see how much a drone is. Bonk. Whee! Head on down to Iron Johnson. Oh, yeah. They drive a rock-hard bargain, I hear. Whee! Oh, boy. I would assume you'd buy a drone here where all the other vehicles are, but I don't actually know. Vehicles flying. $31,000. All right, sold. Here, I'm gonna turn you off. We'll hop in the dronulator and take a look around. So if we fly west, see if it's this. If that's flat, are they all 250 grand? So they're all the same price, it looks like. Might have a totally new direction to take this series. E to enter vehicle. Start engine. Show controls. So WSAD, I would shift to go up and down. Got it. Well, that's easy enough. In cab cam. There we go. And we can use the mouse to swing around. Alright, so we want to go southwest. Dun, 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 dun. Wow, this thing is slow. We're in drive 1. I thought this would be fast. I was wrong. We tilt down to go faster. It would appear to be negative. Okay, maybe I should just go up to get a look, because going forward is very, very slow. Yeah, it might be better just to drive there and then use the drone to look around, because this is really slow. But you can see like where we're at over there. Can I zoom in? I don't think I can. That's just movement. So there we are on the side of the hill. This is all like super mountainous. I want to do something else. So let's do vehicles. You hop back in here, and then I'm going to cheat and say, put you back in my inventory. So let's drive down to the end of the map and take a look around. That'll be way faster. I didn't realize the drone was that slow. And like I said, it's been a long time since I used it. Whoa! Not much of an interior. So it looked like we went most of the way south. Yeah, then we can get a look at that. If that's flat, We might be moving. We're just starting over down here. We got a pretty good setup there for making money where I'm at. Maybe we could just branch out. We'll take a look. Let's go see what this dirt is down here. Okay, road turns into dirt. And then, oh, that goes out to it. Okay. So maybe we could even get into some, like, hauling, although that's fairly boring single player. But now that you can use the storage as on-off switches and buffers, it's a lot easier. Interesting. So we got a big thingy here. Got an even bigger thingy down here. Insert Iron Johnson joke here. Oh, it's like a big pit. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Do we have any material here? This is just dirt, right? Yeah, this is dirt. So it's a big open pit mine, but what are they mining here? Is there anything to mine? Okay, so this is just a big pit. I thought maybe it'd be flat there. I mean, there's a bit of a flat area here, but by the time you start building stuff, it's not that much room. But this is all just dirt, so unless there's something right underneath it, I don't know what you'd be digging here, other than dirt. Okay, well now we know. I've been watching a little bit of Brito. I wonder if this is where he's at. There's coal showing there. So maybe it's all coal underneath there and they're just kind of hiding it with dirt. I'm not sure. Or else they mined all the coal out already. I've watched a little bit of some of his videos. I wonder if he's here because it looks kind of like this. Not sure if he's even playing on this map though. If you like Out of War, you can check out Brito, B-R-I-T-T-O, Brito. He does a lot of simulation games, including Out of War. Pretty chill gameplay, good dude. Yeah, that's really too small to build a plant back there. There's just not much level area on this map, unfortunately. It's all pretty hilly. That's like the top of a mountain. Go back to land. We can't buy any of the level stuff. So I think we might as well just stay where we're at. I don't know if any of this... I think this is all just... I think it's all mountains. Might do a little more exploring off camera, but I think we'll just stay where we're at. We got a good deep mine. There's a lot of material to pull out of there. Might even be enough to pay for a bagger. We could start tackling mountains then. Then we could clear off some stuff. I don't know. If you found any good spots on this map, let me know in the comments. But I think we're fine where we're at right now. It will just chew off that whole mountain. It would be kind of fun if you had multiplayer on this map to have that big open pit. Do some serious digging on Holland in multiplayer. I did some of that in season 4, where we had a branch mine up on the side of a mountain and I'd haul it back down. It was kind of fun. It's very slow paced for single player, but once you're established, it's kind of fun. And I'm not sure if they've got the economy working the way they want it to or not. So I'm not sure it's really worth hauling down here to sell. versus just selling through the P menu. I don't know. Maybe we need to do some experimentation. Whoa! Meanwhile, back at the mine. Let's go ahead and park here, kind of out of the way again. That works. Speaking of works, it's time to get back to work. But you know what I mean? I mean, a bagger, and we definitely got pay dirt in here. Just clean this whole mountainside off with the bagger, maybe. We shall see. That'll do it for this one, though. Thanks, as always, for watching. And I'll catch you in the next adventure. Take care.